Hello everybody, and welcome to Astro on the Race to the Stars. I'm Joe, and I'm just going to do a little bit of a virtual tour of the night sky. And particular, I'm just going to show you a constellation or two in the north. So in our virtual environment, I'm just going to get us over to the field. So we'll just do that now. And what I want to point out here is a few stars. Now the software is called Stellarium, which is a free piece of software, and it's absolutely fantastic. So what we're going to do, you can see, some of you that are familiar with the stars already might notice this pattern here. Okay, this is the Big Dipper. And these two end stars are the pointers and point up to a star up here. Now I'm going to try and get this done in about 5 minutes. So here Google, set 5-minute timer.
Sure, 5 minutes, and that's starting now.
Hopefully. Google's my little helper. Okay, so this is star here, as you can tell, by far is the biggest and brightest star in the north of the sky. Which of course it isn't, but that's one of the myths about Polaris. Polaris is just a kind of normal star. Nothing spectacular about it. The spectacular thing is, it looks to us like all the stars go around it. But if you ever wanted to find north, if you look for the big huge star, very bright with north written on it, you'll never see it. So this is the way to find it. Look for the constellation, and I'm just going to put some lines on there, which will make it a little bit easier. That shape, and these two point to it. Now the other associated constellation with Ursa Major is Ursa Minor, and I'm just going to put the names on just so it makes it a bit easier to read. And of course in ancient times they didn't have laptops and phones and various other things to show you about the night sky, but they had to tell stories. So this is a very quick story, try and get it done within the 5 minutes, about Ursa Major and Ursa Minor, or the Great Bear and the Little Bear. So, thousands of years ago, when all the gods were about, ancient Greece, there was the king of the gods who was Zeus, and he was married to a woman called Hera. So Hera was the wife. Now, this looks like a cup of tea coming this way. And Hera, so that's my tea. Cheers everybody. It's Yorkshire tea, by the way. So Zeus flew down to Earth, as you do when you're a god, to see one of his girlfriends. And Hera just thought she'd tag along and find out what he was up to. And then she found Zeus with his girlfriend having a cup of tea. So Hera got very jealous at this, and basically when Zeus had his back turned her into a bear using her magic powers, and then the bear ran off into the woods. So Zeus ran after her and tried to use his powers to turn her back into a woman, but it wouldn't work. Anyway, unbeknown to Zeus, there was a young boy in the wood, and he was actually looking to hunt for some food. And he saw this big bear, so he drew back his arrow to shoot the bear. What he didn't realise, and this is the surprising bit of the story, is the boy was actually shooting his own mother, but he didn't know. So Zeus caught the arrow and broke it. And then he tried to explain to the boy what had happened. And so the bear and her son were reunited. But obviously they couldn't talk to each other because one was human and the other one was a bear. So Zeus used his magic powers and turned the boy into the little bear, so they could talk bear to each other. So everybody was happy, apart from Hera, of course, who was still very jealous. So Zeus thought to himself, what can I do to keep them safe from your wife? So he got the big bear and the little bear by the tail, and he swung them around his head, and he threw them into the night sky, where you can see them today. So that's a quick story about Ursa Major and Ursa Minor, the big bear and the little bear. And that's what children were taught 3,000 years ago, how to remember things about the night sky. Okay, well, time is nearly up. So I hope you're having a great festival. Have you got the t-shirt? That's the question. And if I get a chance, I'll do another one of these videos. So we might see you a bit later on, where you might find me in space. So, bye-bye for now, and have a great festival. Oh, time up. Time to drink your tea.